How's it going, guys? It's Aaron from Minnesota Pro Paintball here. What we have for you today is one of the new markers from Empire that was released and announced at the 2014 Paintball Extravaganza. It is the brand new 2014 Mini GS. It's basically the same thing as the previous Mini marker, which has been around for about 4 or 5 years now. It's a really solid platform. They built on it a lot. Obviously the axe is based off of that, so it's something that Empire really believes in and they wanted to keep around. Couple of the notable features with the new GS marker. We'll just start at the barrel. The barrel's milled a little bit differently. It's the same 12-inch barrel, but it looks like it has a little bit more cuts in it, so it looks a little more aggressive than some like the more high-end barrels out there. It does have a new lower clamping feed neck. It has rubber on the front grip with rubber seals on the back, so you don't have to worry about water getting in there and damaging your board. It does have a new, more rounded trigger. It's similar to the axe trigger, but it's more rounded. And it's also now a micro switch trigger, which I know a lot of people are going to like because a lot of people didn't like the Hall effect trigger that was on the previous model. Has the relay ASA, similar to the one that is on the Vanquish. It is also rebuildable by removing the front cap here. And last but not least, there's some windows milled into the back of the marker, so it's easy to kind of grab the bolt kit and pull that out. It's still not a quick strip like the Axe or the Vanquish is. It's still just that one screw right here, but not too bad, really easy to pull out. And it is the same internals as the previous Mini, so if you have a lurker bolt or a tact bolt or a boss bolt or any of those internal upgrades that you used in the previous Mini or even your Axe, they will work in the GS. So that is one thing that was really nice that Empire decided to keep in this marker, because as we all know, we all like to use the upgrades and the other goodies that we've had for previous markers and just carry them into the new one. So now what we're going to do for you guys is just do a little unboxing and show you what comes with the marker when you buy it. And as always, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. You can either post in the comments below or send us a direct message. If you want to see our picture comparison thread and see everything in finer detail, you can check our PB Nation review by clicking the link in the description of the video below. So with that being said, let's get to the unboxing. Okay guys, so like I said, now what we're going to do is the unboxing and just kind of show you everything that comes in the GS box when you purchase one for yourself. So the first thing you immediately notice is, compared to the previous Mini box, is that it is a new box, new artwork on it, and a new cut as well. It's a little bit different style box. I kind of like it. It looks a little bit more streamlined and more new age than the old split top box, but that's just personal opinion for me. Flip that open, and you of course have the manual instruction guide on top. It's just basically this quick start guide that tells you everything you need to know to get the marker up and running and using it right away. So flip the styrofoam over, and of course you have the gun itself. Now, the one thing I didn't touch on in the first part of this video, guys, is how comfortable this rubber actually is. It actually feels very similar to the rubber on the Vanquish, so it's kind of got a little bit of, I don't want to say tackiness to it, but it feels comfortable in the hands. It doesn't feel rigid. It feels like it's kind of contouring to your hands without being too soft. And I actually really like the new design that they went with on this as well. It kind of fits well in my fingers and feels really comfortable in the hands, so that's definitely something you want, especially when you have full rubber contour grips on both the grip frame and the foregrip. So we'll set the gun aside and go into the bottom of the box, where you'll see, of course, the barrel bag, which is pretty standard for most guns nowadays. The parts kit with the lube, detents and springs, O-rings, screws, your Allen keys, and also an extra poppet face. And last but not least, of course, is the stock barrel, which is again a 10-inch barrel, a little bit differently milled than the previous Mini. It looks to have the same porting. It may have a few extra rows, but we don't have one here to show side by side, unfortunately. But I will work on getting one so I can show you guys that. And of course, it is still an auto cocker threaded barrel, so most people will probably throw whatever aftermarket barrel they already have on there. As always, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. The number here at the shop is 952-303-5807. You can send us an email at info@mnpropaintball.com, or you can just stop into our store, pick up a Mini GS for yourself for $379.99 with our outstanding lifetime labor warranty. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask.